This summer marks an end of an era on Palm Beach with the closing of two landmark businesses, the Main Street News and the century-old Tropical Fruit Shop. The Civic Association went out to investigate what caused these businesses to close their doors. While many residents and other business owners were saddened to see these landmark businesses close, it wasn't a surprise to everyone. Stephanie Bajokals, owner of Tropical Fruit Shop, had been following the trend for years.
Well, what happened is it just became economically not feasible to carry on. The last 3 or 4 years have been a major struggle with the economy and the bridge and other factors, and you just have to stop the bleeding, and unfortunately, but the good part is we did get it through 100 years. Just wish we could do another 100.
You know what, Stephanie is awesome. She's great. When you go in there as a local author and you want to leave your magazines and you want her to consign books for you, she's so open, so easy to work with. You know, all the shops are here. Main Street, I cried when they closed.
One of my customers came knocking on the door and asked what he could do to save the business. And one of the things that he said, he goes, "Why don't I pay your rent for a year? Just stay one more year." And, you know, and I just, of course, I started crying. And how kind that was and how heartfelt this business closing is for this town. Some of the regulations in town that are inhibiting the business, they painted red stripes on the parking spaces in front of the store. A red curb means no parking. Red stripes are major confusing, and it takes up 3 parking spaces, and all day long people would pull in front of the store and then see the red and move away.
The slow recovering economy, lowering residential population, delayed infrastructure construction, restricted access to the island, and parking limitations are some of the most talked about problems hampering business growth in Palm Beach. Laurel Baker, the executive director of the Chamber of Commerce, explains.
The business environment on Royal Point Siena Way is suffering. There has been a steady decline in those quintessential businesses that have been part of Palm Beach history. The businesses are leaving for a number of reasons. The level of construction, both of the bridge and on the roads, has cut down on drive-by traffic. There is economic concerns with landlords having properties that are in need of repair, which translate to any business owner in increased rents and fees.
But infrastructure difficulties are not the only issues giving business owners concerns. Some are finding certain town laws and regulations outdated and too restrictive to promote business growth. In a shiny sheet letter to the editor, Donna Marks, owner of Sprinkles on Royal Point Siena, wrote about problems affecting small business owners on the island, including the fight against change and the town serving law.
The town serving law requires that 80% of your business serve the residents and employees of the town of Palm Beach. In order for that to happen, we would only be able to be open when those residents are here, which is from basically Thanksgiving to the end of March.
The business atmosphere has had an effect on everyone, but not every business is suffering. Some business owners, like Sally Kimball, owner of Classic Collections of Palm Beach, have adapted and adjusted their sales model to not only survive the hardships, but rather to thrive.
Well, typically summer's pretty slow, but we made a decision this year to stay open for 3 days. We stayed open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which mirrored the busiest days of the Breakers Hotel and the other hotels in town. And we had an excellent summer, to the point where we're most likely going to do it again next summer.
What does the future hold for local retailers on our main street?
The businesses around town are looking to the new season in hopes that it will be better than last.
The Civic Association wishes all our local businesses success and encourages our residents to shop local.